Imagine this for a second. Every single limitation you think you have, every doubt, every fear, that little voice in your head saying, you can't, what if all of it is, well, basically a lie? What if it's merely in your head? Welcome to the deep dive. We sift through the noise, stack up the sources, and pull out the most powerful insights for you. Basically, a shortcut to getting really informed, maybe with a surprise or two along the way. Today, we're doing a deep dive into some, honestly, pretty transformative ideas from the book. It's all in your head, unlocking unstoppable potential. And, just like the original book suggests engaging with the material, we really hope you engage with this deep dive. If something hits home, maybe hit that like button, share it with someone who could use it. And definitely subscribe, turn on the bell so you don't miss what's next. Okay, you've got this.
Yeah, and what's really interesting here is the author himself, Russ. He's not some academic in an ivory tower, right? This guy's a platinum artist. Built a multi-million-dollar career, literally from his bedroom studio. No major label backing, none of that.
Wow. So completely on his own terms.
Exactly. So his wisdom isn't theoretical. It's like straight from the trenches. He lived through the crushing doubt, being ignored, all of it. And he pushed through. It makes his message feel super grounded, relatable. Because he actually did it.
Okay, so our mission today is pretty clear then. We're going to unpack the 3 core ideas Russ used. How he went from, well, zero recognition to being unstoppable. And these aren't just like nice thoughts. They feel like real keys. Keys that could unlock some serious personal transformation for anyone chasing a dream, big or small. All right, let's dig in. First core idea. And I got to say, this one kind of pushes back against, well, everything we normally hear. Russ calls it delusion.
Yeah.
He actually says delusion is your superpower. It sounds kind of wild, right? Aren't we always told, be realistic?
It absolutely does sound wild. But his logic, when you break it down, is actually pretty profound. He argues that basically every big success story starts with belief before the proof exists.
Yeah.
He puts it really bluntly. I believed I was a star before anyone knew my name. It's not about denying reality. It's about this internal conviction that kind of shapes your reality. That belief comes first.
Right. And the book gives some powerful examples that make you think, like Kanye West back in the day, rapping in the Rockefeller offices, wearing 2 polos. Apparently people laughed at him, but he believed. Or get this, Elon Musk pitching reusable rockets when NASA was basically saying, that's fantasy.
Exactly. Those weren't realistic goals there.
Not at all. Seemed absurd to most people.
But Russ clarifies something really important. This delusion isn't like lying to yourself or just ignoring facts. He defines it more like seeing your future so clearly that the present doesn't shake you. Like you're mentally living in that future reality already. So the present obstacles, they feel temporary, like speed bumps on a road where you already know the destination. That internal clarity keeps you going.
Okay, so how does this apply to, us, to the listener? Russ gives a really practical do-tonight exercise. He says, write down one delusional goal, something you've maybe been scared to even admit you want, something big, and then right under it, just one small action, something you can actually do this week towards it. So it's not just dreaming, it's like dream plus a first step.
Yeah, and he lived this. Apparently his whiteboard had platinum album written on it way, way before it was even remotely real. He anchored the vision with action. And there's science here too, which is fascinating. A 2022 Stanford study found that positive visualization works best when it's tied to daily action. Doing both increased long-term goal commitment by something like 42%. It wasn't just the dreaming. It was dreaming plus planning the small steps. That combo really wires your brain for commitment.
Makes sense. Okay, thinking about that, what's one delusional goal you've maybe held back on admitting to yourself? Something you might be willing to actually consider now? Let us know down in the comments. We'd genuinely love to hear. All right, so that idea, delusion is a superpower, it really flips the script. But what keeps you going during that, delusional phase before the results show up? Russ has a pretty blunt answer for that too. Our second core idea. Motivation fades, obsession doesn't.
He really hammers this point. He talks about his own journey. He was obsessed with music for 10 years. 10 years. Dropped over 80 songs before things really took off, before people started paying attention. That kind of persistence through years of basically nothing, that's not motivation coming and going, that's obsession.
Yeah, the difference feels huge when you spell it out. Motivation is like, okay, I'll work when I feel inspired. You wait for the feeling. Obsession, that's, I'm doing this even when I hate it, when I'm tired, discouraged, bored. It's that relentless grind, showing up no matter what. We all know that waiting for inspiration trap, don't we?
Definitely. And his routine really shows it. He did everything himself. Made the beats, recorded, mixed, engineered. all solo.
Yeah.
In his bedroom, no team, no funding, no handouts. He wasn't waiting for anyone to tell him he was good enough or for some lucky break. He just did the work day after day, obsessed with the craft. That led to the success.
And you see that pattern again and again. The book mentions Stephen King, 30 rejection letters for Carrie. 30.
Well, 30.
Right. Imagine getting rejection number 25 and thinking, maybe this isn't for me. But he kept going. Now he's sold, what, 350 million books? That's obsession paying off. That's the kind of drive needed for real success.
So the Do Tonight challenge for this one, it's a mindset shift. Russ suggests ditching, I want to be great, and replacing it with something tougher. I will outlast the people who give up.
Yeah.
And then write that somewhere visible. Mirror, phone screen, whatever. A daily reminder of your commitment to persistence.
And it's interesting, Harvard Business Review backs this up. They found grit and consistency predict long-term success way better than just raw IQ or early talent. It's not just about being smart, it's about sticking with it. Relentless consistency. Russ is like a case study for that. Okay, which leads us to the third core idea, and this one might be the hardest truth for a lot of people. Confidence doesn't come after success, it's what gets you there. We're so often told to wait, right? Wait till you achieve something, then you'll feel confident.
Exactly. But Russ completely flips that. He says you become confident by acting like you already believe. It's not a result. It's like the cause. He says it directly.
Yeah.
I wasn't confident because I had hits. I had hits because I was confident. That's a fundamental shift in thinking.
Yeah.
Confidence is something you generate internally through your actions.
And think about someone like Oprah. Walking into that, white, male-dominated TV world in the 80s, she just owned it. Not because someone gave her a permission slip. She believed in her voice, her value, before the world caught up. That internal confidence was her foundation.
Right. And Russ makes it clear. This isn't about being arrogant or loud. He calls confidence quiet, something built in silence.
Yeah.
It's about knowing who you are deep down and then making the active choice to trust that choice, that internal decision to believe in yourself now for the external proof. That unlocks a kind of freedom. It's internal certainty.
So the Do Tonight exercise for this one is simple but powerful. For the next 3 nights before bed, say it out loud. I'm not waiting to feel ready. I choose to believe now. Just 3 nights. Say it, mean it, and see what starts to shift.
And again, there's brain science here. Neuroscientists at Berkeley found that pairing affirmations with action literally starts to rewire your brain's confidence circuits. It's not just wishful thinking. Repetition matters. Saying it and doing even small things consistent with it builds new neural pathways. Confidence becomes more of a default state.
Right.
Like training a muscle, yeah.
Okay, so let's just pull this all together. Russ's whole philosophy, the engine behind his success, really boils down to these 3 core beliefs.
Yep. First, delusion. That clear vision of your future is your creative fuel.
Right.
But you got to anchor it with action.
Right. Second, obsession beats motivation. Every single time. It's about the relentless grind, the consistency.
And third, confidence is a choice.
Yeah.
It's a muscle you build by acting as if, by choosing to trust yourself now.
And this isn't just for rappers or musicians, right? It's about becoming someone who refuses to quit on any goal. Anyone who wants to be unstoppable. That feels universal. It's like a blueprint for resilience. So here's a final challenge for you listening. Try this challenge for the next 3 days. 1, pick that one delusional dream. 2, take one small action daily towards it. Tiny is fine. 3, say that belief out loud every night. I'm not waiting to feel ready. I choose to believe now. That's how it starts. That tiny combination, that's the beginning of momentum.
Because maybe you just need someone to tell you. It's all in your head.
Seriously, if this deep dive hit home for you, if it sparked something, please share it. Share it with someone you know who needs to hear this. And let us know in the comments. What's one thing you've been maybe a little scared to chase, but you feel ready to start pursuing now? And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on that bell. You've got this.